Okay. Oh.
Tell them how we gonna go. Tell them why they don't run. Tell them why they better run. Here we come to get you. You better get on. Come to get you. A little bit more. Here we come to get you. You better get on. Come to get you. A little bit more crying. That's what we gonna do. Crying. You, me and my brother, we came to get crunk. Won't stop.
Nope.
We keep on coming cause we won't. That's why we keep bringing it.
We drop in everything you pop in. First you ain't twin begin to make your adrenaline pump right on through your skin and make that pump begin. They was playing a beat, but we came out back so we we jumped out like a jack in the bottom, like an adder with a fat dog sack in my sock.
Tell them how we gonna come. Tell them why they don't want to. Tell them why they better run. Here we come to get you. You better get on. Come to get you. I love it more. Here we come to get you. You better get on. Come to get you. I love it more.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't had enough, you better hide your lunch, because we about to eat that ass up.
Okay.
Here we come to get you. You better get on. Come to get you. I love it more. Here we come to get you. You better get on. Come to get you. I love it more.
People all over the world jump. Everybody in the bitch get drunk. Listen, you better get what you want. Blue 52, break up. You want to live while I'm making the count. When I'm done, you're gonna remember my name is H-O-M-E. Boy, look, I'm home, boy. Now that I'm up in my zone, boy. Pack up, I'm sending you home, boy. Take you up out of the dome, boy. If you didn't know, you should've known, boy. Should've thought about changing your tone, boy. Better not let us get you alone, boy. Hands like we made a stone, boy. When we come out, you better be gone, boy.
Tell them how we gonna come. Tell them why they don't want to. Tell them why they better run. Here we come to get you. You better get on. Come to get you. I love it more. Here we come to get you. You better get on. Come to get you.
All I have in this world is my thoughts and my word. I don't break them to nobody. You understand? Keep your mouth shut and eyes open. Do what I tell you. Understand? Make up those rules. Smoking, nothing got a sherry when I'm ripped. You supposed to look like that's like sisters. Acting the shoppers, there's no stopping, mister. California fair, all up in your ear while I'm playing with your hair. Bitch, I'm a flare. It ain't fair. Niggas like me is rare. Hard to find, you might not find one like me anywhere. You can search tall trees, the bottom of the seas. Please, I don't want them like these. Huh? What you say? You gon' do what? I'm mad at the paradise. In my tonight, east side you up, let's east side you up. I'm a nigga, pull up his butt. I'm so weak, thank God, the game on live. You will eat forever, that ain't no lie. When this thing don't stop, I'm all night like Penny. I'm counting wow, wow, you straight like Penny. I'm tight like 2 pennies, don't like 2 pennies. The dub in the blunt, I don't like too skinny. I feel like Benny, I feel so windy. Hey boy, from the Bay boy, say I laugh, you laugh. I'm not in this world that you run as a villain. My name is Furl, I'm the owner of the villain. I'm a stoner and I'm chilling with you bitches like Jack. I pimped and I maxed, with the bands on the lap. Man, I've been in the back with the movies and the stars. Been out front with the thugs and the cars. I've been on the yard with the Mexican mafia. And I only run with niggas that'll kill and die for you. I'm popular, I'm a rap star, but I live like a rock star, running from the cop car. Rock bars, slaps and not bars. I charge for this dick extra large. I'm sick of the SARS, loud bars, and I treat my bitch like an ATM card. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. It's man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. She's in the building and she's feeling herself. She's looking bad and I'm willing to help. Stop it, baby, you're killing yourself. Come on, I got your back. You're chilling myself. I'm feeling myself too. Man, this is magic, some of the things we can do. You and the B, me and the U. And we can catch the liquor store for home too. We can hit my niggas, go get some stones. And if you still want to kick it, we can go get them home. It won't cost you much, I'm a good buy. Stick on discount, bitch, goodbye. I look like Mr. Frank, fuck for free. No, you can't fuck with me. Get the fuck out, bitch. You stuff myself. You're full of shit. I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. It's man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Yeah, I'm feeling myself. I'm a West Coast bad boy. I represent it. Hey, that's the bad hood. Is it red? Party hard. Very funny. You don't hear my tummy. I get my money. My stomach ain't growling. Styling, wildin'. You can buy the freight. Fuck a Long Island. I want my own island. You bet you I'ma get it. I switch hits and play with both mitts. Back to cold fifth. I'm after your bitch. He ain't doing it right. She's after your switch. And I'm after hers. 50s macking words. Nerds. Thought square stay sharp. You're nothing but a mark in a bucket skylark. Playing my part. I'm Mr. Furby. Put in the rough and I'm talking to your girlie. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. Man, I'm feeling myself.
This sounds like the Jackson. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business, boy. We're back in business. We're back in business, boy. We're back in business. The time comes when a man's got to stop running away and face things. The time comes when a man's got to stop running away and face things. We're back in business, boy. We're back in business. We're back in business, boy. We're back in business.
Prepare for the hatred. With my problems up my hatred. Glued up and get tuned up, rubbed off, erased. Stay dedicated and faithful to my camp. What about your camp? The 10 of my loved ones, they get stamped, stapled, removable. He'll test and block approved. Really a good dude, but he can get shrewd. From the school of hopper rocks and lifesavers up in his box, sprinting and running from the cops. The cherry, the siren, sign for Penelope, one top of it, voice, 11, sophisticated dog bringing tactics to canine chef. In order to do some right, you gotta do some wrong. Got hella shit going on. Whatever dust the dirty, smirk.
I ain't paranoid, I'm prepared. I ain't nervous. Because the birds in the kitchen can't be slipping like a transmission. Gotta be on your feet. It's hard to make an honest living when your kids ain't got no clothes.
We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. I'm interested in picking up a few hot dollars. I'm interested in picking up a few hot dollars. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business.
So the game I was meant to be played the way it's supposed to be. Money hungry and zany, clear, savvy and brain, hard-headed and managed me and my Filipinos in the Spanish, Armenians and Asians, Moms, Tongues and Caucasian, California peers, not no California raised. All of us is food. All of us is cake. Ethiopians, Afghanis, and Eritrea, Africans, Jamaicans, and Indians, ass animals. We some hood experience. You can feel by the way I carry it that I'm a block barbarian. Up on with the spoon. Risk ain't fit. Paint the neighborhood chef to teach a nigga how to live. A nigga how to live. A bitch to how to live. Got a clock like this. Drop it off the lip. Never half step. Go for the jump. Get your money, man. Don't be no couch potato hustler.
We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. What I don't know, I don't trust. What I don't know, I don't trust. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business.
Yeah, you a solid dude. Your name just came up, bro. You gonna live a long time. We just talked to you. What was the subject about? Was the subject good or was it bad?
The subject was about how you make them suckers back up like a secret and raise the white flag. Too many drinks they had. Disrespecting the boss. That's how you get fucked. So if you mean something, you somebody. You really stand for something. They got a big ass M on their chest. What? You know the homie with the 2 tall legs? About feedback. A couple of them niggas sprawl. They lick their sweaty bowels. These hoes nowadays is down. Giving up them draws. Anything for the cash. You know, for the napkin and take a hooker bath. None of my niggas stackers, they gotta pay our Mac and A. We be trapping. The slow lane and the fame. Money, hugs, fame, and kiss. Alcohol, weed, and bitches. Man, we back to fucking beer and shit.
We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. This sounds like the Jack. This sounds like the Jack. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business. We're back in business, boys. We're back in business.
Got my second win, yeah. Evolve. Got my second win.
What a scene, a spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome everyone to the home of the Golden Bears in Berkeley in California Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Wyoming Cowboys, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the California Golden Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Cowboys will kick it off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So the Cowbears offense will go to work first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's going to take a shot. Brings it in down the left side. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
And I love it. First play of the game, they're trusting their quarterback to take a shot. He got the coverage he wanted. He found his one-on-one matchup, and his guy made a play. You cannot start better than that, fellas.
Got his man in the middle. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Let's go. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Wyoming's offense has its first opportunity of the day. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head? said, that will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Picked off, what a play to set him up. Bringing it back. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Cal!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Caught in the backfield, it's Bell. There he goes. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
QBs, when they see these zone coverages, man, some of them panic. Some of them throw it too quickly and can make bad decisions. I like how he waited a little bit, waited for the right window, the right opportunity. There's always going to be holes in zones. I just got to be a little bit patient.
Reads it, fires complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. Punts it out of the air. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
So that penalty's going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. Breaks away on the left. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Cowboys have this offense rolling. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick six, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Brown will throw it. Unloads it left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, we know this guy's a weapon, not just taking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job reeling it in.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Wyoming!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big one in the Big 12, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arizona is down right now, but you simply can't rule out a comeback. Teddy Bruschi had a hand in getting this kid to Tucson, so if he thinks the magic is there, who am I to disagree? It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas Tech. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Rides the back on the option, the give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand in the ball.
Brings it down on the right side. Hits the crease. The 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
I know it's something we take for granted, guys, but the Q did a great job there with the play-action fake. He really took his time and sold it. And that's what froze the linebackers in the second level of the defense to help make that completion a whole lot easier.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. The Cowboys come to the line in the hurry-up.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Brown wants to pass. Using the quick game. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Looking to throw on first down. He's got an open man. How about that play? Getting a huge chunk of yardage to wrap up the first quarter, and that's how we'll end it and head to the second. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll give it to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Mustard and Brown.
Man, that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's out of bounds at the 17-yard line. Excellent job by the kick coverage unit to keep him from getting the sideline. Give to the running back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets him out to the 25-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, second and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's third down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
Fires to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. Secures it at the 30. Coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Brown. They found a little running room out of the Wildcat, still short of the first down marker.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
On the ground, it's Ramsey. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Brown will throw it. With the catch, it's Ramsey. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Cowboys in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The give to the back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Cowboys want to move quickly.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running. Oh, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Brown wants to pass. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll send out the kicker here. This one will be a 43-yard field goal attempt from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Texas A&M packed a wallop today, and in many ways it felt like it packed the 12th man with them too.
And the ball is loose on the return. Grabbed by the kicking team. Touchdown, Wyoming. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. Cal offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Unloads quickly. This guy just oozes toughness when he runs, bangs his way to the 20.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind him.
Here's the pressure. And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. It's a draw, fighting off the defender. He gave it a big effort, but he stopped at the 22, not quite enough to move the sticks. It'll be 4th down. And the Golden Bears will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
Man, I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Brown will throw it. Finds the tight end. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The magic bean is spinning out of control. Already over 200 yards in the first half.
Yeah, they're being aggressive offensively, throwing the football, trying to take advantage of this defense on the back end. They've got their quarterback right now in a groove.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Fry. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Cowboys come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
The RPO, it's complete. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys come to the line with a new set of downs. Quarterback making checks. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Brown wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. It is good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. They'll go to the ground. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. The Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Wyoming takes over the football, and the Cowboy offense on its way out. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
And the Cowboys can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
The Cowboys trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Brown will throw it. Working that left side now. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Might be changing the route. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. And the Cowboys will send out the punt unit. they'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Punt is on its way. Takes it on the return. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab along the sidelines, and they get enough for the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback here, working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
Wants to throw on first down. Gets away. He'll try to do it himself. And he'll be brought down.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier.
Turning it on. Got enough for the first. Spinderella. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Cowboys just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Brown wants to pass. Trying to burn this defensive back. Makes the catch. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense is humming now, and you're seeing they can generate explosive plays in a variety of ways. They had the big run on the previous play. That time they're able to take a shot. Everything they're dialing up right now is working beautifully.
And the Cowboys trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Quarterback may change this route. Motion from the wideout. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
This offense is high octane, boy, and you just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
Looking for the 2-point try. They'll go to the air. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with running.
Makes the grab on the left side. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. So that big play changes the complexion of things. It's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Looking to throw on 1st down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Got his man quickly. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. Never a doubt. Now the lead is down to 11.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Gives it on the option. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. He might want another play. Brown will throw it. Got his man. At the 35, he's open. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The Cowboys in the hurry-up.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it. But you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They'll send the back in motion. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Fry. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
Listen, if I'm a QB, 2nd down, I want to check the ball down and get a manageable 3rd down. But when this defense is flying around like this, so fast closing out, he got to that running back, got him on the ground so fast, the running back had nowhere to go.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. They go back to work with a 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll try the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Brown wants to pass. It's complete to the left. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative, or you just say, I'm just going to keep doing me. And what I do with this offense is throw the football all over the yard, and I'm going to try to win me a big trophy at the end of the year.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. Snap to the back. And some room to work. Breaks into the open. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Back has it. Jukes his way for more. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The offense changing the play. Motion from the wide receiver. He just couldn't hold his water long enough at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a penalty.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. He'll keep it himself. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for the QB.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Into the house. Touchdown, Cowboys! They extend the lead here in the 4th, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, it's a final now in one of the more intriguing games of the week, that notable ACC clash. Clemson had an impressive showing there in Death Valley, winning this one by double digits, although it felt like it could have been more. Somewhere even Trevor Lawrence is impressed with this one. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He wants to go deep. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion. And the Golden Bears want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game. So they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense being in position to force the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. Here on 3rd down. Wants to throw again. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. A QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the back. Snap to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll do it himself. Stuffed on back-to-back plays. He got nothing, and now they're looking at 3rd and long. Hall to go up top. Got the back over the middle. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the... And the Cowboys come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. This junior making... Presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying.
There he goes. Oh, what a cut. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver gearing down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback making adjustments. second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That's an area of the field the quarterback just cannot take a sack on. Second down, down inside the 5-yard line. If it's not open, you just got to throw it away because now you've backed yourself up even further. It's going to be even harder to throw this thing into the end zone or to score a touchdown. That's going to be a learning opportunity for this young man.
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The sportsmanlike thing to do might be victory formation. The stat hog would kick a field goal here. Never a doubt. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. Makes the grab. Across the 30, out of bounds at the 31-yard line, and they've kick-started this drive with that one. After this, it'll be a wrap. Looking downfield on 1st down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's taking a deep shot. They fought to the bitter end, and the final incompletion puts a wrap on it. Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.